Okay, y'all, please disregard the sound of my voice because I'm super, super stuffy. I woke up stuffy. I woke up Thursday with a runny nose, and I was wondering like what is going on. Then Thursday evening, I ate some steamed crabs, and at one point, I realized I had swallowed a small piece of shell, and I didn't realize it until I felt it scratch in my throat. So later that evening, when I went to drink water and my throat was scratchy, I thought it was from that. Then yesterday, I just kept having chills, but I just assumed that was my anemia. Until this morning, I wake up and I'm congested in my nose. I'm annoyed. I don't know if it's I got a little laxed with wearing my mask at work, and my supervisor, we were in a closed room together, and she coughed a few times, but I did, for the most part, have my mask on except for when I was drinking something. And she tried to say that it was her sinuses. So I don't know if it's I didn't caught something from that, or because the weather keeps changing up. One day it's 90 degrees, so the air is on in the house. The air is on too low. I think the air is on too high. I mean, so I don't know if I'm sick from that or what, but ain't got no tests in here to take to verify if whether or not it's just a cold from that or if it's the V. I don't know. But anywho, so please forgive how I sound because I really just want to get all my thoughts out about this show. I didn't watch the first season of them on Prime. I thought it was something I was going to want to watch, but then when I heard so many people say it was a lot and something about a baby in a bag, I said, I don't know if I can handle it, so I ain't going to watch it. Then last weekend, I saw so many people going on and on and on about how good of a job Luke James did on season 2 of them, and that you didn't need to watch season 1 to get into season 2 because it's a different story. So I said, okay, I'll check it out. I have binge watched it all day today. I was sucked in, whatever you want to call it, after the very first episode. Luke James, bravo, bravo, bravo. You did some amazing, amazing, amazing acting in this series. You scared me. I'm watching, waiting for things to happen and trying to figure things out. At some point, when he was in the pig outfit, and I'm guessing the place where he was the pig, that was reminiscent of Chuck E. Cheese. I was so nervous. I thought he was going to kill the secretary from that theater place. The casting agent's office. I thought he was going to kill her. I was so scared. And then I thought he was going to kill the prostitute too. And luckily, her life was spared because the police came and interrupted him. I'm trying to understand how long was he back with Miss Moss? Because there was a time he went to this white man and his wife saying he wanted their support basically, and how come they didn't support or whatever he was asking them. And they said it was nothing else that we could do. We tried everything and we just couldn't help you. So he was a disturbed little boy from birth, I would say, because the mother dropped them off with Miss Moss. And by the way, the actress who played the mother, she played in something else I saw, and I can't put my finger on it quite yet. I just can't. But she played in something else I saw. But she dropped them off to Miss Moss. Miss Moss had them for the first 3 years, so Miss Moss messed them up mentally. Then they get with the Reeves family. Miss Reeves takes Dawn out and keep Edmund in the house. I mean, the husband keeps Edmund at home, and then the husband has a heart attack. That was odd. Did he do something to the husband? Because he was just sitting there on the floor. Did the little boy do something to the husband? Then there was the way he was coming to them with the red wig on. And it was seeming like they was in a dream. When they was driving, when Dawn tried to save Benito, or Benitez, we saw her driving, and there was no one in the car but her and the little boy. And we just see his body break and twitch up. I feel like I'm left with more questions than answers. Because then her son started seeing the person with the red hair. He saw him in the middle of the band performance at school. And he didn't, like, he was already having issues when the cop was in the class. Now, I think about it. Was the monster his mother all along? Because he had issues at school till the cop came in class. He was getting teased. The cop was at the front of the class. And when he looked at the cop, then he saw the monster. And then at the end, we saw when Dawn got to Miss Moss' house trying to save her son, Calvin. Her monster fought Edmund's monster and killed Edmund. But then we saw a scene where Edmund supposedly sliced his own throat and fell to the floor and died when the police was coming to his house. So, who was the killer? It was nice to see Iman Shumpert in the show. I do recognize the guy that played Sax on Power. In real life, his name is Shane. He was on an episode of Grey's Anatomy the other night as well, this past week, as a parent and a benefactor to the hospital. So it's good to see that he been getting work since being on Power. But he plays somebody from Internal Affairs. I will say that Dawn's first partner pissed me off because he definitely was trying to make it seem like that teenager killed Miss Moss when we know he didn't. And the way he was like, yeah, because you a big guy and you play football, you got tired of her, didn't you? And it was like, wow, the way he was coaching him to try to get him to admit to killing that lady when he did it. That was just like, wow. Then the guy in the projects with the baby. We saw McKinney beat up and racially profile that guy. Did he come back that night and kill that guy? Why was that guy killed? Because they kind of explained why the two Asian twins were killed. Because they were twins, just like Edmund and Dawn. Why they explained that? They explained Miss Moss because she was the beginning of it all. The fact that she abused them like that. I get why Dawn's mother was killed. It's because she lied to Dawn her whole life. Also made Dawn forget about what happened at Miss Moss' house. But I don't get why the guy in the projects got killed. I don't get it. I just don't. I get why Edmund killed the guy at the casting office, the one who operated the cameras, because he felt like he was making fun of him and stuff like that. So I get that, but and then they were saying that he only killed once in his life, and then he killed himself. They said he slit his throat. So was Dawn the killer the whole time? Because when her monster beat his monster, then we saw her husband come back to try to protect them after the mama got killed. And then when she killed McKinney, she didn't do nothing to her new partner. I forgot what his last name was. He actually helped her a little bit. And then we see her looking at that picture that was in that box the whole time. So for one thing, with her looking at that picture in that box, we see her whole family, and I'm guessing the people in the picture was the first family in the first season, them. But the craziest thing is, and that family, those people were her grandparents and her mother when she was young. So her mother trusted Miss Miles to take care of her set of twins. She couldn't handle it. Excuse me. But she got that stuff out of the same box that her mother, Athena, was holding in the closet. She had asked Athena about her birth mom and her bio mom, and I could have sworn Athena said she didn't know who the person was. Yet you got this whole box with these pictures in it. It was just weird. And then the Jigaboo blackface character coming up the steps at the end and her turning around to see it. I'm just like, what was the meaning of that? I don't get it. Like I said at the beginning, I'm left with more questions than answers. I'm glad I watched this during the daytime. Now I gotta watch some funny, warm, heartfelt romance, something like that, so that this shit won't be in my dreams when I go to bed tonight. Cause this is wild. This was wild. I don't get it. Was Athena the killer the whole time? Because I'm gonna go back to when her son was at school. When the policeman came to the class to talk about drugs, the son saw the monster. When he was performing with the band, he didn't start seeing the monster until he saw his mother come in. So what the freak? Was she the monster the whole time, y'all? And I also I'm guessing one of the messages was about these racist cops and being on top of what they do. Also checking in on these kids in these foster homes too. Because not all these foster homes are good, you know. Because that cop, McKinney, he definitely was racist. And they probably definitely would be the cops that would have black people on the little papers when they doing target practice for shooting and stuff like that at the gun range. And I really thought, the episode when they surrounded her at their house, I knew they was gonna have to let her go because she's the main character of this movie. Of this series. So I knew nothing really bad was gonna happen to her, but still wild. Still no answers for the bodies they was finding, like the lady they found in the projects, wrapped up in the mattress. When Dawn noticed the guy standing there with the bag of milk, formula for his baby. Like I'm confused, y'all. But that's all I got to say. I gotta get off this camera because I can feel something right here bubbled up and I need to get it out. I'll see y'all in the next one. Hopefully, the next time I come to y'all, I feel a whole lot better. Peace out, y'all.